And these are the three things that you as a business owner, you as an executive can control. What do you say? How do you say it? How often do you say it? And you work on these quality issues. It is how it is done. Hey guys, Tom Cummins here. I got this message from John out of Atlanta. Hey John. And he asked me about creating a outbound call center. Like, how do you develop something like this and want to talk about it? I'm going to tell you a story. When I got into the energy business, I knew about deregulation. I had gone through the deregulation of the telecommunications industry. Now I'm going into the deregulation of the energy industry. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't know the first damn thing about how energy worked or anything like that. I knew that if you flip the light switch on, the lights came on. That was the extent of my knowledge of what was going on with the energy industry. However, I knew there was a guy who ran a small business or a person that had a house, and these guys here, you know, your normal mass market. I knew I could figure out a script that I could talk to these guys and get the majority of them to move from whatever brand A over to brand B of who they're buying their power from. I just knew that. Didn't know how, but I knew I could do this. So I got involved in this. I went ahead and I got myself a call center. I had a friend of mine that owned a big call center. I went in and I borrowed 5 booths from him. I hired 5 telemarketers. I knew what a telemarketer was. These are guys that are used to being on the phone and making hundreds of calls, dialing the phone hundreds of times a day. That's a telemarketer. So we got started and we started making these phone calls. I'm in the background. I had my computer at the time and I'm writing these scripts, giving it to the guys on the phones. They're actually going and they're getting onto this here and they're making this go. We went through all day Monday and I'm like listening to what they have to say, what is going on. I'm adjusting the script and this is live fire, man. They're in there making these phone calls back and forth like that and I'm over in the background listening to what they have to say and I'm like, try this and try this. I'm constantly moving through this script, trying to give them something to say. All day Sunday, I had 5 guys on the phone, nothing. All day Tuesday, 5 guys on the phone, nothing. Wednesday, Thursday, dude, I'm losing my mind, John. I went, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And I came to work on Friday. I must have gone through, no kidding, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40 variation of scripts. Just getting in there like, try this, try this. Finally, I did the next logical step. I just said, give me the headsets, give me the phone, let me call. So on Friday morning, after 4 days of just, like losing my mind, I said, give me the phone. So I got down and I started calling at like 9 o'clock in the morning and around 10:30 in the morning, about an hour and a half of, getting a hold of, trying to work on getting a decision maker. I call up into New Jersey. Literally, there was a bakery. It was called Gusteau's Bakery. But I got this guy on the phone. I told him about the program. I'm in there. I'm working with them. I'm talking with them. I'm handling them. I'm adjusting everything with live communication. And I close this guy, the first one to be closed. And I'm going to tell you something, John. It was the birth of an industry. Since that time where I personally got in there and closed Gusteau Bakery, there's been millions more customers after him been sold and enrolled by my company. And then there's been hundreds of other companies that have gone out there, and there's just the tens of millions of these customers in the mass market, all started from that one call to Gusteau Bakery up there in New Jersey. So my point I'm making here is the responsibility is upon you. If you going out there and you have a particular industry and you want to go like, how do I reach out to the people? Great question. Pick up the damn phone and start making phone calls. You're going to have to figure out, I'll give you another example here, right? I'm business partner with Manuel Suarez at Attention Grabbing Media. We want to develop our call center here at Attention Grabbing Media because we have this amazing ability to get people go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. We can get the clicks, baby. We can get the leads. We can get this. This is like never an issue. We can get a tsunami of people clicky. But it's still, and in the world of digital advertisement, eventually, depending on what you got, you have your funnel, you can qualify them, you can get them, more exact of what you're looking for. This is what we do. Somehow, sometime in a lot of this, You're going to have some human interaction. And John, I happen to know you personally. This is why I address this to you. You've got to use your skill sets of how to take that person over there and find out what is unique for them. What are they trying to handle? What are they trying to solve? What is their purpose of having clicky clicked? There's something that happened in there. They go, ooh, that little ooh. Because everyone, here's a fact. We, you, I, and everyone on the face of this earth, we buy something on the premise of emotion. And you can take that like, oh, I've always wanted to do that. Or, oh my God, maybe that could help me. Or, there's something that causes a spark. And that is an emotional thing. And then we go through the process of buying it and owning it and everything. And then we'll rationalize what we did on logics. We don't get logical first. It's like, hey, I'm going to look good in that new shirt. Oh, I bought it because it's the finest fabric and it's a national brand and I got it on sale. That's logic. No, you fucking knew you were going to look good in that shirt and that's why you bought it. And we do these things and you've got to figure out what is making people move for your product. This is that process. You got to get in there. What do you say? How do you get behind that person's curtain? How do you get involved with them? And it is an art form. This is the world of marketing and in sales. Like at Attention Grabbing Media, we bring the marketing. We try to bring you the type of people that you need to be able to talk to, but you still need to talk to them. How do you get involved with this? How do you get with these people and handle them correctly? I'm telling you something, man, it's an art form. Just like the marketing, public relations, the marketing, and then the sales. This is what has occurred there, and you have to take ownership on it. I'd like to think for those of you that are a salesperson, those of you who are running a sales department, those of you who own a company, those of you who are executives of a big company, you have to take some ownership. I'll tell you another story. I've been in the energy business for like about 8 years. Phenomenal. And it got to a point where the state of Texas was opening up. Now, come on, man. Texas is a huge marketplace. It's like a whole new New York. I mean, massive multi-million people that we get to add in our lead base. We're so excited about it. Now, Texas did something a little bit different than like they did in the rest of the United States, right? And we go there and we go, okay, woohoo! We get to go launch Texas. We go out there, fall on our face. Died. Couldn't give it away. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I sat down there and I actually, after about 2-3 days of us just, because sometimes you go, okay, give them a chance to get the marbles out of their mouth. Give them a chance to like figure it out. Give them a chance. I think 3 or 4 days went by. Couldn't give the product or service away. Couldn't do it. I'm like, wow, what's going on, right? Unlike our group, right? Because I have a professional call center. So we go out there, I go down to the floor and I get a bar stool and I just sat there and got a headset and I just listened and I just listened and I just listened, involved personally. And I went, aha. What happened is the way things changed in Texas, very similar what happened up in the Northeast of the United States, but different. They changed it a little bit. So I took the script, I just changed some of the words and the pronouns and the way we explained what was occurring in Texas related to the situation going on, and it was able to be assimilated by the people that we were calling on the phone. And I went, adjust. And I swear to God, within an hour of making this adjustments, we started doing 40, 50 deals an hour. And all I did was change some. Instead of saying, this company does this, I would go, they, or the guys that you're used to seeing. I mean, I just basically literally changed the nouns to pronouns. I swear to God, it was that simple. And we went from like big goose eggs to like doing 40, 50 deals an hour. Coming back to this, you want to put the call center in, it's on you. You need to do this. You're the executive. You need to like take full ownership on it. I come in here, I'm a partner here at Attention Grabbing Media. I'm in there, I've got the headsets, I got the leads, I got to figure out. I'm making the calls. I want to talk to the people to find out what's going on. And it gets down to this. What do you say? So we can actually start working out some scripting of what do you say? How do you say it? Okay, like there's nuances and ways that you have to work within the different industries, the type of leads come in. There's a cleverness that gets involved in this. The intention that I use, the ability to make sure that I'm talking with a person, not to them, getting into communication. There's skills to this stuff. And then that third magical one is how often do I do it? How many calls, how many dials, how many times do the people answer the phone, how many presentations do I did? The quantity of it. You come up, what quality? The quantity. And these are the three things that you as a business owner, you as an executive can control. What do you say? How do you say it? How often do you say it? You got to own it. And you get in there and you work on these quality issues. It is how it is done. I've seen it multiple times in my life. And I'm here doing it yet again at Attention Grabbing Media to make sure this group here has actually got it as well. And you can do it the same as yours. There you go. Hope that answers your situation. John, do well. And everyone else watching this video, there you go. Take care. Peace out. Talk to you soon.